Hey, welcome in. This is Feeling You
Yeah.
with Buzzard Face Vic Jacobs. What happened? And PJ right here. It looks like you laid down on a lawn and a lawnmower went over you. What happened, buddy?
Well, I went out in the rain and my beard melted.
I
I was,
thought you maybe your lovely wife Yuko might have gotten upset with you and said enough's enough with the broom and get rid of it.
well, she was seeking a new flavor.
Yeah.
So we went into the rejuvenation period
This
and
is amazing. This is
trimmed the
amazing.
beard off.
Yeah.
And it's I like it. It's fun.
It looks clean. I like it. And now, what does that feel like? You've worn a beard for so long. I mean, do you feel cold now? Is it a lot cooler, or what was the sensation?
It was very natural, and I feel very aware of my senses
Yeah.
around my face now.
Right.
Very alive, very vibrant.
Yeah.
It's a vibrant feeling.
Yep.
It's fun. It's a new me. It's a new me. What's the same me, but it's a new me.
It is. I mean, you're bamboo.
I bend. I don't break.
So then what does Ukes think about it? Your lovely bride. What does she
She's
think?
in shock. A little
Yes.
bit of shock.
Yeah.
She's
You
getting
didn't you
used to
didn't
it.
confer with her first? You just did it?
Well, she was there while my stylist, my daughter-in-law Stephanie,
Oh,
took the various razor blades
yeah.
uh, to my face, and I thought it came out beautiful.
It looks good.
Uh,
I'm joking about it, but it looks really good. It looks good on you. I like it.
well, thank you,
Yes.
Stephanie, my personal stylist. Now she's been
Yes.
trimming my beard, but she just said, "Let's go for it." I said, "Let's do it." And
Wow.
you goes in the room, but then
Yeah.
she left the room, and suddenly it was done. It was a done deal. I feel
Wow.
good. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel fresh and alive and vibrant
You're very fresh, very alive,
and buoyant, a little buoyant,
and a little buoyant.
a little buoyant.
Maybe a little buoyant. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Well, we have a lot to get into in sports. I mean, we've got
Oh yeah. First off, NFL Week 11,
yes.
just a horrific incident to kick it out. The Jets quarterback Chris Boyd shot in a New York restaurant last night,
Yeah.
and that horrible news on 38th
Terrible.
Street and the 7th Avenue in the Garment District, some restaurant.
Yeah.
Just horrible, a horrible incident, and we wish Chris hopefully he comes out of this because it was a horrific shooting. He was
Yeah.
fighting for his life as we start streaming, and just horrible incident. And again, guns. We in this country, every country, we have to get rid of guns. They're just the way it is. It's a horrible society we have developed with guns and violence. And it's not just football players; it's everyday people getting shot
Yeah. It's too
in,
much.
in
Too
horrific
much.
situations. And I don't want to make this a
Yeah.
political show, but we have to get rid of the guns. Just
Well, definitely something has to be done.
has to be
Let's
done.
just put it like that. Something needs to be
Yes.
done, corrected because it's out of control. A lot of innocent people being killed, and it's out of control. So definitely something has to be done. But what are we going to do about the Rams and the Seahawks today? I mean,
I think this is the game of the day,
I do too.
right? It's a tremendous game, NFC West. Both teams tied at the top, and they're SoFi, and it stopped raining, so it should be a high-scoring game.
Yep.
But Seattle's defense is tremendous,
Yeah.
tremendous swarming defense, underrated defense. Seahawks D is tough. It's the return of Cooper Cup,
Yes.
the former Ram. Remember, he was the MVP of the Super Bowl
That's right.
just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup, but the Rams have enough firepower with Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams running the ball, and Matthew Stafford
Yes.
having the MVP season. PJ, 25 touchdowns, 2 picks.
He's
Uh,
playing out of his mind for a guy
Out of his
going back
mind.
in his career. First of all, he's 37, but also the fact that think of him when he was with Detroit years ago. he was getting pummeled every play, just like Joe Burrow gets now. He had no offensive line. He got pummeled every play, and this guy's just held together. And like you say, having an MVP year, and maybe, should I say, maybe a Super Bowl year. Who knows?
Rams defense is excellent.
Yeah,
They also swarm.
yeah.
They're furious. They're
Hmm.
quick. They're fast. They put the pressure. Sam Darnold's having a great year for Seattle. Revived his career
Beautiful.
in Seattle. Former SC quarterback Sam Darnold is playing brilliantly. So this is the marquee game. There's no doubt. This is the marquee game
Yes.
of the day at SoFi, and I like the Rams by a field goal. Again,
You're
I
going
like
Rams.
I like the Rams by a field goal.
Hmm.
Again, it seems every NFL game boils down to a field goal, but this the ebb and flow, and it's very very equal talent at the top. There's a lot of great teams. New England 9-2. Who knew? Drake May.
Come on.
Got to put him in the MVP conversation as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
New England 9-2.
9-2.
PJ.
Yeah.
How did
9-2.
the Raiders beat them on the opening weekend in New England?
Obviously that was their kind of touchy-feely weekend, but they've strung together 8 wins in a row now. They look unstoppable because they find a way to win. Even when you're looking at them, you're saying they're out of sorts. They're not going to win this game. Somehow they put it together. And I think, yeah, it's so funny. You look at that game between the Raiders and the Seahawks, and the Raiders were playing over their heads, and uh, they hadn't come together yet, the Patriots. So they're together
Week
now.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're 10
Yeah.
weeks later. We're 2.5 months later,
Woo.
and Patriots are playing incredible. Mike Vrabel, Coach Vrabel is coach of the year in my mind at this point.
Well, see, you can't you look around at teams, you say, okay, who are we going to get? We thought Glenn was the answer for the Jets.
Right.
Not. He's not. We thought, you go
How
down.
about Brian Dable for the Giants? They just
Yeah, you
fired him.
thought that was the answer.
They
It
just
started to look
fired him.
good. But the truth of the matter is, as you sort it all out and the bubbles down, there's only a few coaches that can actually walk in and make a difference. Only a very few. I would say less than a handful that could actually, you could say, this guy, and Vrabel is one of them. He's one of the people. He's one of the team. He doesn't put himself above the team. He is part of the team. And that whole mindset and his coaching staff and everything just elevates a team that's already good, but it elevates it to the next level. And as an owner, you can't feel sorry for owners. They're too rich, they're too everything. But at the same time, how do you pick a good coach? It's very difficult to find one that's really going to motivate.
Kraft knew Vrabel,
Kraft knew.
former
Yeah.
Patriot. He's won
Yeah.
rings with the Patriots. He understands, the Patriot way
Yep.
when they were champions, and he brought that player mentality to the head coaching position. And remember, he used to get involved in the scrums, at
Right.
practice.
Right.
The players love him.
Yeah.
Players love him.
Yeah.
So Vrabel's done an amazing job. And
Yep.
they're at the top of the AFC heap. I mean, they're 9-2, like you say. They've won 8 in a row,
Yep.
and you got to put them up with Denver, Chargers,
I think so.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
You got to put
And
them up
Rams.
with
And Rams. And
the
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buffalo. They lead Buffalo by 1 game
Oh
in
yeah.
the AFC East, which is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
They're ahead of the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
The Bills have work to do. So, and they're playing Tampa later today. So that's going to be a tremendous game.
Yep.
That's a little under the radar, but that's a very, very, very tough game. And you speak of head coaches who've made impact. Of course, Jim Harbaugh
Of
with the
course.
Chargers.
Yeah.
They were Jacksonville later. That's going to be a tough game.
Tough
Jacksonville's
game.
5-4 at home. Tough game. Lawrence is still a solid NFL quarterback. I would say that'll be another field goal game.
Yep.
Herbert's got to do his thing,
Yep.
but that's a tough game as well.
It's a tough game.
But getting
Yeah.
back to coaches, how about Brian Dable? Like I said, fired by the New York Football Giants. Just
Well,
he's done.
yeah.
But obviously, his record was 20-40 as a head coach.
Yeah. Horrible.
You got to go.
You can't accept that.
You can't, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
And the way he handled Jackson Dart was also unacceptable with the
Yeah.
concussions. And he puts his head in the tent.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had no problem with it, but again, you can't be running Jackson Dart so much. You got to control Dart's run. You can't have your franchise right now is Jackson Dart and have him running the football indiscriminately and getting concussed. I mean,
Well,
the
we had
guys.
talked about it a long time, and we had talked about that, his neck was on the chopping block.
Yes.
And so he was obviously doing things that probably he shouldn't have done because he was so worried about his own job. And he saw Dart as a way to save him as well. And overextended. He overextended. So, he lost Dart and then he lost his job. So, I mean, it was just,
And he was losing double-digit leads like
yeah. Oh,
almost
yeah.
every game. The
Slipping
Giants,
away.
they were
Yeah.
in the games. I mean, remember they were up 19 in Denver,
Yes. Yeah.
and Denver scored 33 unanswered points. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't run an organization like that. You
No.
had talent. Uh, Unfortunately, with losing Scatterbo was a tough loss because
Tough.
he was electric. And Dart's out. Jameis Winston is starting to today against the Packers.
Yep.
Who's interesting. He's a fun story. He's a fun quote. I like Jameis Winston. He'll throw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns and 5 picks. So he's just a crazy meteoric quarterback. But
He's
let's face it,
exciting. He's fun to watch.
he's fun to watch. He's a good quote.
Yeah.
But Giants season's over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jets season's over.
Over.
And again. All prayers with Chris Boyd
Yes.
and his family
Yeah.
to
That
recover.
supersedes everything. I mean,
Exactly.
New York football is in the toilet, but
But it's just again,
our wishes are with Boyd.
it's like I tweeted you early this week. They've sucked for decades. It's not just this year. The
Yeah.
Giants have sucked for decades. The
Yeah.
Jets have
Yeah.
sucked for decades.
That's right.
This is the normal New York football state of mind, and it's
Normal,
if
normal,
you're
normal.
a Jets fan or a Giants fan, as I
We're
am,
sorry. We're sorry.
a lot of pain. We're in a lot of pain.
A
I
lot of
grew up in
pain.
Queens, especially the Jets.
Yep.
I'm still searching for the next Joe Willie Namath. It's tough.
Wow.
The Jets are still seeking a quarterback since Joe Willie Namath. Can you believe that?
I
They haven't,
can't.
they haven't had a quarterback since Joe Willie.
How many is that? 20, 25 quarterback. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the number's crazy that you couldn't even hit one. What are the Vegas odds on that? But they've had nothing, and they've had some good draft picks that
Yes,
just
they've had
haven't
number one
panned
draft
out.
picks, and they still
They
can't
just they
get
can't
it
do it.
right. You
Yeah,
can't.
they just can't do it.
It's so important to have your talent coordinators in place.
Yeah.
Like Kansas City doesn't miss picks.
No.
Seattle lately doesn't miss picks. Uh, um, Steelers have always drafted well defensively to stay in the conversation. How do you stay in the conversation for a Super Bowl?
Right.
That's the hardest thing. But Kansas City's been doing it consistently. And again, another big game. Kansas City at your Denver Broncos, PJ. How do you see that one going down? Because
That's a huge game, and I think we talked about it last week. I give the edge to Denver, not just because it's my team, but I do give the edge to Denver over KC. I think you are going to see the best out of Mahomes. You're going to see Andy Reid doing everything possible to make that happen. But I just feel like the defense of Denver is going to prevail, and it's going to be a very close game. It's going to be like you were talking about. It's going to be like another field goal type game where it's down to the last second, and I think Denver pulls it out by 3.
I'm going to flip the script on you because Denver is banged up. Of course, Surtain, their all-pro cornerback, is out. They just lost Dobbins, the running back, who was averaging 5 yards a carry. Uh, J.K. Dobbins was playing really well.
Yeah, he was.
So they have to insert, I think Harvey is going to take his place at running back.
R.J. Harvey, but watch out for Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey can run, I
Yeah.
know, but they lose Dobbins. But if Chiefs loses, they're going to 5-5. I don't see Kansas City losing this game and going to 5-5. I just don't. Reed
I know.
will
It's
not
hard to
let his team
believe.
go 5-5. It's hard to believe this Chiefs team. That's why I believe the Chiefs will win this game by the field goal. Very tight game, as you say, in Denver. Denver's playing good ball. They're coming off a really lackluster win over the Jets, that
Yep.
10-7 win. but they're home, and Knicks finds a way, but can't see the Chiefs go 5-5. I like Kansas City this game, PJ. I like them
And I
very
like
tight
I
game.
listen. It could go either way.
Yeah, these are very, very, very interesting Week 11 games.
The trouble is when there's big teams like Kansas City, huge team for years and years and years, when they start to come down, it's hard for you to say, it's hard for anybody to say, oh, they're going to lose because you keep saying, no, they're going to find a way to win. But the reality is, all big teams eventually fade because they have to rebuild. And I believe KC's at that point where they're in their starting to rebuild phases. They'll keep Mahomes, Travis is going to retire, and things are going to move on. They're Pacheco's not playing. There's a lot of problems there. They've got Worthy back. That's good for them. So,
Maybe worth it, yeah.
yeah, they're banged up on both sides. Denver's banged up. They're banged up in a close match. Even the coaching, you can't go one coach over the other. They're both such great coaches. So you can't even say one coach is going to outdo the other. So yeah, I mean, you're going three with KC. I'll take three with Denver.
And listen, I just want to give you props for your USC Trojan football team.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
In the rain, I
In
thought
the
this was
rain.
the gutsiest win of the Lincoln Riley era.
That's right.
One of the gutsiest wins in a long time. In the rain, they were down 11 early. They came back. They were down 14-3, and they came back and beat a very tough
Very
Iowa
tough.
squad. They were 21st ranked Hawkeyes. But to stay in the college football playoff conversation, they needed a win,
Had to have it.
and they got it. Give it for Makai Lemon, this wideout All American, 10 catches, 153, and a
Yeah.
touchdown. Maeva played
Oh yeah.
well, threw for 254 in the rain and a touchdown.
Yep. You
And
know,
Lane,
Lane was great. Yeah.
Lane, 7 catches,
Yep.
I think 65 yards. Their wideouts are tremendous. King Miller runs the ball well. Maeva is a tremendous quarterback. And their defense really stepped up in the second half and held Iowa to like, I don't know, 120,
Scoreless.
150
Yeah.
yards total. They played well.
Yeah.
This was Riley's best win as a head coach
I think
at
so.
USC.
I think
Am I
so.
right?
I think so. And I think also, they can't get rid of Riley because they pay him an amazing amount of money.
Stick money.
Too much, in my opinion. But at the same time, for the defense to step up and shut out Iowa in the second half, they shut them out. That was the biggest statement at all. We know that they have a good offense, but the USC defense, very suspect. And for them to step up and do that and complete shutout in the second half to allow the offense to come back and win, that was a big statement game. It really was. It was a huge statement
And
game.
in the rain, it's
In the rain. Yeah.
in the rain. Iowa is more used to those conditions, playing in the heartland.
Yep.
And they came out and they
Yeah.
threw the ball. They surprised, I think, SC by throwing the ball.
Yeah.
But SC, they were bamboo.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were they were bamboo. They bent. They did not break.
That's right.
And they had a tremendous second half defensively, as you pointed out. And
Yep.
I thought I never saw Lincoln Riley so animated on the sidelines. He was hugging guys, which he
He did
never
a
does.
cartwheel. I've never seen anything like it. The guy
Nah,
was just exuberant. I've never seen anything like it.
exuberance. I've
Yeah.
never seen him that joyful. I really believe it was his best win as a coach.
Yeah.
And now you got Oregon next Saturday up in
Oof.
Eugene. Number 7,
Tough.
Oregon.
Tough game.
USC will move up a couple spots from
Yeah.
17 to 15, I think.
Yep.
That'll be it, but they'll be 15th and
Yep.
rising. They're 15th and rising. They have to get into the top 12 to be in the college football playoff. So they must beat Oregon
Yeah.
if they want to continue this season. And it's been a good season, but now is the toughest test.
Hmm.
Eugene, number 7, Oregon Ducks.
That
I
is
see
tough.
them winning. I see them
Yeah.
winning that game.
That's great. I'm glad you do. And I hope you're right. But that is a tough game in Eugene against Oregon. You know how tough Oregon is,
Oregon doesn't look great. I mean,
but they don't look their
but no
usual
one looks
great
great except for
self.
Ohio State and
Yeah.
Indiana, really,
Yeah.
in the
Right.
college ranks.
Right.
I mean, Texas A&M was down 27 at the half to South Carolina yesterday. They came back and won.
They came back.
But Texas A&M is not a juggernaut.
No.
Texas A&M is not a juggernaut. Texas Tech under the radar. They got an
How about
incredible
that? Yeah.
defensive player, Jacob Rodriguez,
Yeah.
who's mentioned for Heisman. An
Yeah.
amazing day yesterday at 9 tackles, an interception,
Right.
sacks, fumbles. Jacob Rodriguez is now a very hot name for the Heisman, along with Mendoza, uh,
Yeah.
uh, Indiana.
Yes.
Indiana keeps rolling.
They're rolling. They look
Indiana
good.
keeps rolling.
They look good. Who knew? You know?
Oh, listen, if you had UCLA in 37 points, and you lost. They lost by 38. They were down. They were 30-point dogs. But even if you had 37, you lost.
They
I
lost.
mean, Nico was out with a concussion.
Yeah.
That was tough. Maya Leva was concussed, and they threw in some guy.
They looked really bad. They
Forget
looked
about
really,
it.
I
You in
mean,
Columbus, number one Ohio State.
yeah.
That was a why even play that game?
Yeah. It
I,
was
I
terrible.
felt terrible for UCLA. You have
Yeah.
to schlep to Columbus and get your ass kicked. It's just
Oh my God.
not pretty.
No.
Not pretty. So they lose by 38.
Yeah.
I thought it could have been worse. I thought they could have lost by 50 if Ohio State wanted to do it. Because
I think
Ohio
if they
State's
wanted to
tough.
turn it on, yeah, I think if they
Ohio
wanted
State
to.
could do that. So you got Ohio State number one. You got
Yeah.
Indiana two. Texas A&M, I guess, will remain three.
Georgia's coming
Georgia
back.
did crush Texas.
Yes, they're coming back. They're coming
Georgia's
back.
tough. Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama loses to Oklahoma,
Woo.
which was an upset. So listen, Oregon, USC. That's going to be a crazy,
That's
crazy game up in Eugene. And
can't wait.
again, I see
Can't wait.
holes in the Oregon has flaws. USC
Yeah.
has flaws, but USC is playing spectacular football.
Yep.
So I'm liking the Trojans. I'm digging the Trojans.
I like it. I like your call. We'll roll with that. And what do you see it? How many? How many does USC beat Oregon
Very
by?
tight game.
Very
It's
tight, right?
tight. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, up in
A,
Eugene. Very tight game at Austin Stadium. Very tight game.
a missed extra point.
Some crazy turnover is
It's
going
gonna
to
be
happen.
something like that. It's gonna be
Something
something very
crazy.
strange. Yeah. Gonna be
But
weird.
oh
That's gonna be
man,
too close to call. It's amazing. But like you say, nothing but fun, right?
he knows looking good. PJ
Yeah.
Los Lakers and Trace Leches. They're looking
Yes.
good. A nice 5-game trip. They got blown out in Atlanta.
I
They
love
got
it.
they got abused in Oklahoma City. Yet they
But
come
they're
back
back.
and with back-to-back wins. And Milwaukee's win last night, I thought was a tremendous win because Antetokounmpo was there,
Yeah.
and they still win by 20.
Yep.
Again, Doncic is playing out of his mind. He's
Yeah.
averaging like 38 a game, 38
Yeah.
9 and 9. Austin Reeves playing insane, averaging like 30. And,
Yes.
but the big dude in the middle, Aiton, that's the key. DeAndre Ayton, another double double,
That's it.
very very tough.
He's
I,
evening that game out. He's letting Luca stay outside and shoot and not have to worry about crashing the boards. Luca was able to lighten up his weight because he doesn't have to be in there trying to get rebounds all the time. Although he still gets them, but he's not playing center. As a power
he's
forward, a
protecting the
guard.
rim. He's
So
protecting the rim.
yeah, yeah,
Everything the Lakers wanted from DeAndre Ayton so far, they are getting, and a very classy move by Antetokounmpo. The Lakers had a rookie Theo yesterday.
yeah,
Ferocious dunk, scored his first points as a pro. And after the game, I think it was Vanderbilt who had the ball, kept the ball uh, for the rookie as a
yeah.
keepsake. A very very memorable souvenir of the game.
Of
So
course.
he takes the basketball,
Yeah,
and then the referee, this guy, the crew chief, takes the ball. That's Milwaukee's property. It's not your ball. Takes the ball away,
that's
and
crazy.
Antetokounmpo comes over and says, "No, gave the ball to Luca." Says Luca, give the ball to the kid. Very very classy
That
move
was great. Yeah,
by
yeah,
Giannis. But to
yeah,
the NBA crew chief and all the
yes,
referees,
yes.
give the kid the basketball.
I mean,
Crew
come on.
chief and the
Yeah,
crew. You
yeah.
see the brick. Show some class. You
Eat
see the
it.
brick? You freaking gong me, you.
There it
Give
is.
the kid the basketball.
Give him the ball. The boy needs the basketball. That's the name of the game. He's a good,
Yes,
clean boy. Give him the
give
ball.
him the ball.
That's right.
Meanwhile, the Clippers, they lost six in a row. They lost Bradley Beal for the season with a hip injury. They look old. That team does look
They,
old,
they
except
look
for the
tired.
beard. Except for
They
the
look
beard.
tired. Yeah. The
James
beard
Harden's
looks
playing
okay. The beard,
tremendous.
yeah. I think the beard should go with your look, though, honestly. I think the
Wow.
beard should just lighten up, get that off, and just roll because he's looking good. He'd look great without his beard.
Triple double in
Yeah.
Dallas.
Yeah.
They got to win. Mavericks are going nowhere. Of course, they fired Nico Harrison, their GM. They let him go. Of course, made the infamous worst trade in basketball history,
Yes.
giving Luka to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, who never plays. He's always injured. I mean, we knew he
Mr.
was.
Street Clothes. We love him, but his name is Mr. Street Clothes.
He had a. Remember, he won a championship with the Lakers. He was healthy one year, but my brother Bob, bless his heart,
Yeah.
rest in peace, brother Bob. Robert Jacobs used to say, Anthony Davis is always a walking wounded.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
never going to win with Anthony Davis. He's always injured, my brother used to say.
Yeah, he
Get
is.
rid of Anthony Davis. He always said trade Anthony Davis. He was right.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is always injured.
Yeah.
When he's
Yeah.
on the court, he's wonderful. He's a sensational
Oh,
player, but he's
amazing.
not there.
He's never there.
Never there. So the Mavericks, they got Max Christie and a draft pick, basically,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, for Luka Doncic. But Nico Harrison's gone.
Yeah.
He'll get picked up somewhere, but he's going to enjoy his life for a bit and get out of the heat.
Yeah.
But tough year for Dallas.
Oh,
Tough year for Dallas. But the Lakers are playing a wonderful, wonderful basketball. 10-4.
10-4.
10-4. Oklahoma City is nutty.
Yeah.
13-1.
Yeah.
But
They
those
play the
teams,
Jazz next. We'll see how they do.
exactly. Lakers
Yeah.
come home to
Yeah.
a nice 3-2 road trip,
Yep.
and so I'm happy for Los Lakers. And I'll tell you, PJ, I'm very, very happy because sumo has begun once again.
The diapered
Got me,
ones,
you.
they're back.
Through the first week, Onosato 7-0. He's
Wow.
perfect. Uh, what's surprising is I'll show you the other Yokozuna has lost twice, and the way he lost once, uh, uh, we are very, very saddened by the loss because it came on a hanker. A hanker is like an Olay at a bullfight. In other words, at the onset of a sumo match, you have the two sumo wrestlers crashing one another, going head to head, and trying to gain position. But sometimes a sumo wrestler will take a step back, like a bullfighter, and let the 350, 400-pound sumo guy just go past him with his momentum and leave the ring and lose the match that way. And I'll show you lost once
Oh,
this week. I think it was to Wakamoto Haru, and it was ugly for the fans because the fans want to see sumo. They don't want to see a
yeah.
hanka.
Yeah.
They a sidestep. They want to see pure sumo. They want to see the guys rock and roll,
Of
not
course.
not a sidestep. So I'll show you lost. So he's 5-2. The Ukrainian Ayoshiki is 6-1, and the
Wow.
Ukraine he has done beautiful stuff in the ring. Ayoshiki, and there is also a young sumo stud who's 6-1,
Hmm.
Fujikawa, who's wrestling beautifully. He's not a big guy, but he's wrestling beautifully. Um, Again, Ura, our favorite, rocking the pink mawashi, the acrobatic
Weirdo.
one. They call him the magician. He's 3-4, but providing incredible excitement for the fans. Just had a tough loss to Onosato, but again, Onosato, the Yokozuna defending champion, looking for, I believe, his third tournament of the year already,
Wow.
Onosato.
Wow.
So, Gong Miyukes from Fukuoka, Japan,
There you
is day
go.
8 today.
And I know as we get ready to say goodbye here that you're very upset with Dave Roberts being snubbed.
Oh man,
And I think a lot of Dodger fans were. I personally love Pat Murphy. I know he's won
excellent
before, but
manager.
I think you can't say he didn't deserve to win again. But Dave Roberts wasn't even in the
He
conversation.
wasn't even on the ballot. He
No.
wasn't in the top four.
Yeah.
Dave Roberts pulled out the most magnificent managerial moves we'll ever see in the World Series during the season. He did a sensational job with a lousy bullpen.
Yeah.
He
Terrible.
was tremendous during the regular season. He was tremendous in the World Series, but not even being in the top four in the National League ballots for Manager of the Year. Major League Baseball, get your act together. Dave Roberts is the greatest manager of our lifetime, really, of all who we've ever seen. He's unbelievable. He's the most wins in regular season managerial history percentage wise. He's won 3 World Series, and yet he's not on the ballot. Major League Baseball. You see the brick.
There
You
it
see
is.
it?
I see it.
Yes, you freak. Dog me, Ukes. Sensei, you're the greatest manager I've ever seen in my lifetime, and most baseball fans' lifetime. But not to get the award is crazy. And again, Otani-san,
Oh,
4 MVPs in 5 years. We are seeing an incredible baseball blessing from Japan.
we're living it.
We are living it.
Yeah.
4 MVPs in 5 years.
Yeah.
For 55 homers, scored 146 runs, a stat no one really talks about much. He scored 146 runs. And of course, pitched beautifully, 14 starts, 2.87 ERA.
Just amazing.
Otani, amazing. And what was so cute is when he received the award in the room for the MVP, there's his beautiful wife Mamiko and his dog Decoy, and he kisses Decoy. When he receives the award, it was tremendous, so cute.
That's so cute.
We love him. We love Otani's
He's
time.
just he has a great heart.
He does.
You can see it when the way he talks to the umpires. You can see it the way he talks to everybody. First base, every time he gets to first base, he's nice to everybody.
He's so polite.
If he bumps somebody, he goes back and says, "I'm sorry." If he's running by, I mean, that's just his makeup. He's just a wonderful person.
It's so Japanese. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
pure,
really great.
pure Japanese. The
Yes.
etiquette, the
Yeah.
politeness, the
Yep.
selflessness.
Yeah.
That is pure samurai, pure Japanese,
Yes.
and we love Otani-san,
We salute
and,
him.
and we salute him, and we salute Dave Roberts.
Yeah.
Didn't get the managerial award, but
No,
again, I'm upset, but he doesn't care.
he
He has
doesn't care.
another World Series ring,
Oh, he doesn't care. He's
another World
proven
Series
he's
ring.
proven a million times what he is. Pat Murphy's a great manager. And we should throw it out. New York could celebrate Aaron Judge. That's the only thing they could
Yes.
celebrate, right? They got a little celebration there. MVP.
Third MVP for Aaron Judge. He had a great
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
53 homers, hit 331.
Yep.
Only Yogi Berra and Mickey Mantle have won 3 MVPs as a Yankee. So he's an elite company
Yep.
with baseball gods. Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle, Aaron Judge, three
Yes.
MVPs. That is unbelievable. And just quickly in the postseason, a quick heel to Kike Hernandez. Just had elbow surgery this week.
Yes.
Free agent. I'm sure the Dodgers will sign him along with the great Miggy Rojas, the legendary Miggy Rojas. But a quick heel elbow surgery
Yes.
for Kike. He'll be fine by spring training. Not sure if the Dodgers will sign him then. I'm sure they will. But Kike was an integral part of the World
He's
Series
just,
victory once again.
he's one or two spark plugs for the Dodgers. I mean, he's got to
So
come back.
clutch.
He's
He's so
got to come back.
clutch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Hopefully.
playing through the injury. He played through the elbow injury,
Amazing.
which
Refused
no
to.
one really knew about. We knew he had elbow problems during the season,
Right.
and he was out, but he played through them and played magnificent
Yes.
outfield. Who can forget the double play that ended Game 6 against Toronto with Miggy on the receiving end of the throw?
Yep.
It's a tremendous play. Clutch hits, all through the World Series.
Clutch.
I mean, and really, no one really hit that well in the World Series, but Miggy did. I mean, but Miggy did, and as Kike did.
Yeah.
But tremendous off-season moves. They had the GM meetings in Vegas. Nothing really was done, but you saw the Dodgers showing some interest in Tucker, the free agent outfielder.
Slugger.
Maybe Stephen
Slugger.
Kwan.
Yeah.
Dodgers need an outfielder. Dodgers need bullpen, and they'll square that away.
They'll get it squared away. It's going to be great to see. It's going to have our crew back. It'll look good. We'll add a few little spices. Got to get that bullpen worked up, like you say. Got to maybe get Tucker into the lineup, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of the outfield. But Tucker would be key to getting in there because of his bat alone, much less his defensive abilities. I'd
Or
love
maybe
to see
a return to Cody Bellinger, also a free agent.
He's a free agent too. You never know.
You got Bellinger, you got Kwan from
Yep.
Cleveland, Stephen
Yep.
Kwan's, and it will be a nice addition. No, I just know they have a weakness in the outfield. They still won, with a corner outfielder who just couldn't get to
Teoscar.
balls.
Teoscar.
He couldn't get to the balls. Teoscar,
He wouldn't chase them. And that, you know what? You can't be like that. You gotta dive, you gotta chase, you gotta do whatever you do. Otherwise,
put him
what
in left.
happens
It's very simple.
is
Put him in left. We love his bat. We love his
yeah,
enthusiasm. We love his
yeah,
spirit. He's a team leader.
yeah,
Love him. Love
yeah,
Teoscar. It's a simple solution.
yeah.
They have
Well,
plenty
that's
of
what they're
money,
going for.
and they have plenty of money to throw at someone, and the bullpen needs help. And maybe there's a Devin Williams from the Yankees.
Yes.
Maybe plenty of relief pitchers
Plenty.
out there.
Plenty.
That
Hater. Get Hater.
haters out there.
Yeah, get Hater.
Yeah,
Even though he's from the hated Astros, still get Hater because he doesn't assimilate with them. He would assimilate better with the Dodgers, I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
He'd
I
be
don't. I
perfect.
don't think hater when I think of the hated Astros and
No,
the way
no.
they cheated.
Right.
You think Altuve,
Yes.
Springer, those guys, but
Yeah. Yeah.
not so much hater. I
No,
think the Dodger fans would reluctantly accept hater if he can get saves
I think so.
because
I
you
think so.
you can't have 10 more blown saves by
Oh,
Scott.
no.
Imagine just a couple of those saves, they would have had a home field advantage for the World Series, but they
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
But they still managed to negotiate and navigate the season beautifully into their second straight World Series championship and looking for three. PJ looking for the
Four.
big three
That's
P.
it. We'll see. We'll see what happens, Victor. We got to say goodbye. We appreciate everybody. Please share this with your friends. Please share
Oh,
this.
please
We're going to
share
do a
it.
live
Li-
shave of Vic next week
Like
on the
it.
show.
Like
Live
us.
shave. Yuko is going to just trim him up a bit more. He's looking good. And so, I think a live shave would be good, Vic. I think
Listen,
we go for it.
I want to thank Stephanie Sakamoto, my fantastic daughter-in-law,
Incest.
Stonia's incredible wife for this beautiful shave
Yes.
and makeover. And
Yes.
I want to thank my beloved bride, Yuko Sakamoto, for accepting the makeover
Yes.
and doing incredible work on the gong
Yeah.
and producing me today, as always.
What
I
about
want to thank,
Chris?
Chris Donovan on the ones and twos. Thank you,
Yes.
Chris. Tremendous. And, Dave Cardona, our graphics master.
Yes.
Thank you to all to make this possible. But thank you for streaming us, for
Yes.
liking us,
Stay
putting
with
us
us.
on, and
Stay
stay
with
with
us.
us. We have more fun to come.
Yep.
Every week we're coming at you, and we love you guys.
Yeah.
Stay safe and have a tremendous holiday season.
Yes. Happy holidays.
And as they say,
Yes.
feeling you with Victor Brick Jacobs and PJ. Yeah.